Hello everyone. For this video, we'll be discussing floating our partner. Now, why is it important to float someone? For martial reasons, when you float someone, this is basically your entryway in order to access their body energetically and to affect them energetically. For my background, I'm a healer, so with patient work, it's a way of opening up their energetic system in order to provide any sort of energetic healing work and to interact with our patient's body. So with healing, it connects with the three Dantians, okay, and the three different energetic expressions. So there's the vital energy, right, the Jing. There is the astral energy, the Qi, and then there is the mental energy, Shen energy. The idea of floating someone is to basically open up all three of these energetic channels. I'll give a brief demonstration on different ways in order for us to float. Okay, you can get real creative with this, and especially once you understand the fundamentals and the principles behind how to float someone, there's many different ways of going about it. Okay, so in terms of accessing these energies, we'll provide further instructions in another kind of series of videos or even in in-person training, but it is required in order to understand this that you have discernment of the different qualities of each of these energetic states that we talked about. So let's give a brief demonstration here. Juan, please. Wonderful. So just hands up. So the most basic way of how we can get into floating a partner is basically you touching the base of the partner. So if you can see my hands, my thumbs are, my partner is feeding me their tension line, and my thumb is pressing down in order for me to feel all the way throughout his body to the bottom of his feet. As then I do this, I basically want to leverage the pressural difference in order to elevate the partner energetically. So it looks something like this. Okay. Just bring you back. Okay. So what I'm doing is basically bringing my concentration into his body, okay, bringing my mind into his body. And at first, we're building pressure, right? So all of that is concentrated because he's resisting my force. And the moment I relax that, there is this opening, and it's almost like a slingshot, right? So you put the pressure in, and as soon as it opens, we want to relax our mind and basically allow this expansion quality throughout his body. Okay. Wonderful. I'll bring it in. Okay. There's other ways of doing it. So if we do it in a bit more of a martial or physical way, for those who are would like to learn on a more kind of combative front. So build up your power stance.
Yep.
Okay, wonderful. So your job is just give me a bit of pressure, but you don't want to give it so much that you're losing your stability, okay? Wonderful. So see, there's a bit of pressure here. So the first way is that it's very important that we connect with the tension line of his body, right? So if I connect, I want to be able to feel his body all the way down. So all the way down through his feet, okay? The majority of the pressure, if I'm pushing forward, is going to be on the hind legs. Okay. So next way I can do it is I can connect with this tension line, and I can just pull that through with through my hands. So look like this. Wonderful. So we'll do that again. Okay. So Juan, because you're feeling it, can you explain the difference of how you feel in the first way of doing it, as well as this process?
It feels like you're like grabbing my center of gravity. It's like I feel like pulling onto you, like falling onto you. But it's from my feet, not from here.
Okay.
It's really weird.
Wonderful. Yeah. So basically, we're connecting. If you want to think, there's that entire line, and we're pulling it all the way out. Wonderful.
Yeah. It feels like you're pulling from here.
Great. And how did the first method feel?
The first one feels more like mechanic, like push and just let go, and I'm like pop. Yeah.
And what does the popping feel like?
Like my balance is, I'm off balance. It feels like that. Like if I'm about to fall, but I'm not falling.
Yeah. Like you're kind of like floating in
Yeah,
clouds,
exactly.
right? Yeah. Okay, so now we can try another method. So you're gonna feed me your tension line,
Yeah.
but instead of pulling out through my hands, it will be more of an intentionality to pull your center of gravity up from your feet. Okay. There you go. So you see there's slightly of a different effect there. It's more centralized upwards, but it's less kind of coming towards me, right? Let's put you back together. Another method we could do is a bit more physical, but we can basically use an energetic projection to pulse and basically to excite his system and to, in one shocking expression, open up all of his matrices. So it looks something like this. Just press down to me. Yeah. So obviously this way is a bit more intense.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah. So different ways of doing it for different reasons, right? Some have more of a martial or more of like a warrior intent, and other ones are more like softer and gentle, yeah? So it really depends on your use case. I don't think that, I wouldn't say one is used for healing, one is used for martial purposes and really separate them like this, because even for healing clients, there's sometimes that certain clients, they just don't want to be open up, so you have to be a bit more aggressive. Or you're removing specific stagnations in a client, and perhaps the more aggressive route is the best way to take. But definitely with the healing, you want to lean more into the subtle and the calmer methods, whereas more the martial, you want to have more of that surprise element. So the pulsing or the popping of that matrices is very effective for those purposes. So that wraps up this video. For the next one, we will talk about more advanced methods of floating partners. Thank you.